Hey guys, today's Thursday, February the 15th of 2024, and I want to go over natural gas. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, it took out the level I was thinking it was going to hold, and it took out my stop. So I got a loss there. It happens. That's part of trading. You win, you lose, but you keep fighting and pushing forward. As you can see, projection wave 5 is here of 150. Could it go there? It's very possible. Let's see if it hits there, and if it bounces, good. But if not, let's see if it's going to continue pushing lower. Stokes are very oversold, just waiting for something to play out like this, but it hasn't happened yet. So keep an eye on for 150, possible wave 5 projection there, and also the 127 from these two swing points right here, these three right here. That's possible support if it gets down there. I doubt it gets down there, but you just never know with nat gas. Let's go into this chart I want to show you here. And you can see that none of these cycles have been panning out. It's just on a crash course to go somewhere and hit something and then see if it bounces, but it hasn't happened yet. You got the February 26th using the Delta technique that I'm watching. The advanced Gann swings just kept us telling us, yeah, it's not time to go long. I did it as a risky trade and, it didn't play out. So I minimized my risk and put my stop. It was like, it's either going to play. It's either going to go up or it's going to take me out. And that's what happened. It took me out. Looking at the Andrews pitchfork, we have a low of 159. And now we're battling out that midpoint here from a different swing points. And I probably showed you that in other videos. Volume was very bullish. So nothing positive here. Let's see how the day goes in regards to volume. In our simple glance chart, still MACD negative. The MACD on the weekly is pushing deeper. And the only thing positive on the daily is that we got a Tom D mark, TD9, today, just kicked in. I mentioned that on the video yesterday, and the MACD just turned positive on the daily. What does that mean? Possible turning point? We don't know. Let's see price action confirm it. But these two indicators, work here and there, 50-50. It's not always 100% reliable, but I will always keep it on my radar, monitoring things. So let's see how price action plays out with these two, not the MACD, but more the Tom D mark, ninth candle. Last chart of the day would be the midpoint chart. Interesting that it's still at 159. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that one. I think that's a key level. This is the level I was in, which is 165. This is 159. 218. I don't know what that day is. It's a Saturday or a Sunday. Actually, maybe it's a Sunday. There's a expiration or coming up here. I think for option traders, 216 or 219. That's kicking in here. So keep an eye on that. And there's key levels down here, but we're very far from it that I'm watching. On the weekly, you can see that we took out 166. I was hoping that was going to hold, and they pushed it, hit my stop, and stopped at 159, and now it kind of bounced. I would like to see it if it could regain 166 and 165. The U.S. session, they open, and then they push it back, and they take out 59. 159 is going to push lower, but if they support that there, then there's something around here that's interesting that it might hold, but it's early to tell. Too early to tell right now. So looking at the daily chart, you can see that the midpoint is 164, and it failed here, and now it's above the VWAP, but kind of hovering around here. So for the U.S. session, targets to the downside, if they're going to keep pushing it lower, you got obviously the 159. If that doesn't hold, 157 and then 154. And eventually, you got the 150 with the wave 5 projection, Elliott wave theory. Now, if they bounce it and they break through 165 or 64, you got 165, 68, 171, and then 173, 174 levels that I'll be watching. But it's all going to depend on this level right here. If they're going to do the test and to see if it holds, and if it or it could just go sideways here, just going back and forth, today. So it all depends. This level right here, 164 and 159. What's going to happen? They're going to break it up sideways or push it even lower. Square of 9. My stop was right here. They took it out and they pushed it all the way to right here. So 157, 151, that's that wave 5, 150, and 140, 145 could be possible targets to the downside. To be bullish, at least take out 169 because you have a fighting chance to at least get to 176. Hopefully you like this video. I'm on the sidelines. I'm just watching, just see what price action. 2 positive things I said. Tom D Mark 9 and MACD turned positive, but I'm not really leaning too much on that. And dates to be watching on in the future is the 2/18 or 2/16, 2/19, and February the 26th. Those are key dates that are on my radar to see what happens. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on natural gas.